Wasted, but I'm riding high. Hands in the sky, we ain't going home tonight. Tryna find a nice girl and get it on tonight. I'm having a good time, things going right. Too bad for the piece, I got no invite, cause
we having fun, no stress tonight. We showing love, no need to fight.
Just live your life every D-A-Y. That's why we love. Anybody ask us what's the vibes, we say
we having fun, no stress tonight. You only live one time, so we gon' make this night last forever and ever and ever. Forever. We showing love, no need to fight. You only live one time, so we gon' make this night last forever and ever and ever. Forever. We having fun, no stress tonight. My mother, yes, she cares for me. Your mother, yes, she cares for you. My mother is the reason why I am me. Your mother is the reason why you are you. They are the reasons why we are here. They are the the reasons why I know you. Watch and I will show you. Listen and I will tell you. Me love my mother, me love she. Me love me madre, me love mommy. Me love my mother, me love she. Me love me madre, me love she. Me love me mother, and yes she love me. Me mother is the reason why I can breathe. She is the reason why me gonna school and gonna work for the cause that me a strive to achieve. She tell me say, if you give you shall receive. She is the reason why I believe in myself, because me know say I and the universe be sending blessings to me. My mother, yes she cares for me. Your mother, yes she cares for you. My mother is the reason why I am me. Your mother is the reason why you are you. They are the reasons why we are here. They are the reasons why I know you. Watch and I will show you. Listen and I will tell you. Love my mother, me love she. Me love my mother, me love mommy. Yes, me love me mother. Them know me love me mother. Me love her, yeah, yeah. La la la. Me love me. Me love her. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la.
Tonight we gon' be live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gon' be live. Yeah, we gon' be right like we never wrong. BLA is my team, we forever strong. Calling everybody phone, asking where the party at. And I don't even drink, but where the Henny and Bacardi at. Not for me, but for the white girls and the black ones. And for the slim light girls and the fat ones. But for myself, all I need is a dime. The bad one standing next to me and the one when it's time to roll up. And you know what? Yo, it's time to roll out. Just saw on Twitter that the line looking crazy and inside they got a full house. Everybody hopped in my Benz and I pulled out. Now I'm driving and I'm blasting my music. And we vibing and we dancing and moving. Pulled up to the club, just found parking and I hopped out. Walking to the club knowing that Tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be right. Tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna be live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be live. My bro swooping in, wasting no time. We passing through the VIP cause we ain't waiting online. They hating behind cause all the girls saying I'm fine. I tell them my age, they saying I'm lying. But it's all good, cause that don't even matter. Age is just a number. Then she pull out her phone, she asking for my number. Then I'm on to the next, on to the next one. Preying all these girls, I'm just looking for the best one. DJ playing my tunes, I'm on the dance floor. About to spark the split, shorty said she wanna dance more. Some freaky shit, she did a split to her pants tore. This dude see that, he like, damn boy. The girls wildin' and they dancing on everybody. I ain't drunk, but guess who is everybody? They show you to the after party, you ain't heard about it. I'm telling everybody come out tonight, cause tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna ride. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be right. Tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna be live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be live. Tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna be live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be right. Tonight we gonna party. Tonight we gonna be live. Alright, let's get it started. Tonight we gonna be right.
Peace and love to the family. We are here once again. We are Black Balance Healing is here with you on this Wednesday evening. Wellness Chat Wednesdays. We have our guests in the building. Oh wait, hold up. We got an echo somewhere. Hold on, let me fix that. Oh, here we go, right here. All right.
Peace, family.
Botanica Goddess in the building. Oh. Hey, she can see us. Oh, our guests can see us. You can't see our guests, but they can see us. So, yes. What's going on, sis? Hold on. Let me fix the audio here. Microphone should be this one. All right. We should be sounding good right now. Hold on real quick. So, about to pop up on the YouTube screen. I hope so.
Shira.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right. Peace and love to the family. Welcome. We are here tonight. This is Wellness Chat Wednesdays. As you can see, you are here with Balance Healing. I am Dom, the jack of all trades. I'm here with my lovely wife, Botanica
Goddess.
Botanica Goddess. Yes, you know, she is doing her mother thing. You know, she is a superhero to our son, you know, providing, you know, the nutrients and the minerals and everything that he needs to sustain himself, right? Tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about something else that contains minerals, right? And something else that's supposed to be nourishing us and, you know, sustaining us and giving us everything that we need and giving us what the body needs, right? So let's talk about it. But before I do that, right, I want to make sure you know to support. Let me put some links in the chat. Also, when you guys do come in here, please like the video, thumb up the video, and share the video. We got some powerful information coming to you tonight. We have some powerful speakers tonight that's going to give you a lot of information, research, case studies, experiments with their clients and things of that nature. Give you a whole bunch of stuff. So, and it's going to be very informational. Okay, informational. All right, we're going to be learning, and it's going to be a great thing. So let's do that. But please be sure to check out our website, You know, we have a lot of things out. We have our vegan cookbook out. We also have, you know, Pathway to Wellness program. You know, my wife has her collective Reiki, full moon circles,
And New Moon.
and new moon, right? Can't forget about the new moon, right? So, you know, we gotta definitely have self promo, and we will be promoting our guests tonight as well. But who can do the promo for them but themselves? It would be best for them to do it themselves, right? So we have them here, and I will share this screen in a couple of seconds once I remember how to do that. I'm trying to trying to remember how to do that on this system, but we are gonna get it working. We go here, boom, 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 and then window capture. Yep, and then which window? Zoom, 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 zoom. All right, they can see us now. Let's fix it. All right, so we do have our guests in the building. Oh, let me fix that. Peace, peace, peace. Still trying to fix the audio. Trying to. All right, cool. All right, so we are here. Um, you guys can introduce yourself. I mean, you're on the camera, Mercedes, sister. You know, if you want to go first, you might as well. You know.
Hey everybody, I am Shira Monteajo, Dr. Shira. I am a doctor with the Aboriginal Medical Association, and I specialize in reversing illness and disease and Black genetics. And if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram at healthy, and that's CEDES, or www.healthycedes.com.
Fire. All right. Yes, that is our sister Mercedes, Dr. Shira. You know, shout out to Arna, the Arta family. You know what I mean? And we do have our sister
Jenye.
Jenye.
Thank you, thank you.
There you go.
Fellow herbal artist in the building.
Herbal artist. Let's get it. Talk black to us, sister. And you are on the floor. Go ahead.
A lot going on. Hey everybody, my name is Jen Ye. I am an herbalist, and my offerings and the people that I like to serve is mostly women, women who are dealing with womb related issues. So that's going to be fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, infertility, all of the things. So I like to custom create and formulate them different herbal tea blends that can help them along with like a herbal protocol that will address the diet, the lifestyle, everything in between to help them get their life into alignment. I'm the owner of Divine Healing Blends. You can find all of my offerings from teas, supplements, balms, Cmos, tinctures, everything in between. And you can find me on Instagram at divine underscore understanding, or you can check my website out at divinehealingblends.com.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And guys, if you also look in the chat, I did put, I did drop both these sisters' websites in the chat, so you will also be able to, you know, support them as well and check them out. And yeah, you know, we gotta support each other. That's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna live. That's how we gonna survive. That's how we gonna thrive. You know. So with that being said, we are going to talk about it. Today's or tonight's topic. I think, well, Botanica, you want to like lead this in because this all kind of came from, kind of stemmed from
Yeah.
you, right? No, we ain't there right now.
All
Let's
right.
get
Okay.
into it, yeah.
Peace, family. All right. So, earlier this rising, today I saw a post by Dr. Shira, And the post was basically saying that the best places to get CMOS that's actually good for you is in St. Lucia and Jamaica. And so I'm half Jamaican, so I'm like, oh yeah, Jamaica, boop boop boop. and but I know that I always see posts from Jenye that basically talks about the best sea moss being from the Atlantic Ocean. So I know that there's tons of people who are, since the pandemic began, have been talking about sea moss, like, oh yeah, we got to get our 90 minerals in, we got to get our sea moss in, we got to do, CMOS is the end all be all for everybody's health these days. So, let's talk about CMOS. Let's figure out, like, what are the benefits of the ones from the Caribbean versus the one from the Atlantic Ocean. Let's find out, in a non combative arena, here at the Wellness Chat Wednesdays, we classy over here. Let's talk about it. Let's find out these differences and discover like what is going on with the CMOS. I hear all the time about fake CMOS, there's bleach, there's white, and both of these sisters talk about the dark CMOS. So that was very attractive to me that the CMOSs that they are discussing are melanated, and not the white ones. So I'm very curious, and I figured you might be too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's basically where everything stems from, right? And I know that both of these sisters have powerful information. They both, clearly, like they just said, they just said their resumes and things of that nature. They both work with clients. They both have an extensive amount of research within this. So I know you guys are used to hearing me rant on this, but right now I'm gonna, open the floor. Who's gonna go first?
Let's let Dr. Shira go first.
Okay, Dr. Shira. Yes, lay it on us.
Oh yeah, and there's more people that are viewing than likes, so let's get those likes up.
Oh yes, hit that thumb up button, family. We need those likes up. Please make sure you share the video too. We want to get this information out to people. There's a lot of people, like my wife was saying earlier, that's asking about CMOS. Not necessarily the credibility of CMOS, but everybody's curious about it, and want to know the difference between Chondrus crispus and the gracilaria, and everybody wants to know whether or not it has this amount of minerals or whatnot. Should we be having the Irish moss? Is it an algae? Is it a seaweed? Like there's so many different talks. So share the video. Let's get it out. We're going to talk about it. We're going to drop a lot of gems tonight. But yes, so it's not necessarily a question I have for you. You do see the topic, the differences between Atlantic sea moss, that's sea moss from the Atlantic Ocean, that one's saying, versus, the Caribbean sea moss, from the, the islands, the tropical, the waters, you know what I'm saying? So, so go ahead.
Yeah, and what led you to make that post about the best areas for these sea mosses should be St. Lucia and Jamaica? What led you to write that?
Good.
Okay, perfect. Yes, this is a great topic. I appreciate you guys inviting me, and everyone who's participating. So, I'm gonna go ahead and spit out a little bit of game on CMOS in general and the comparison. I'm just gonna compare the two.
Spit that game. Spit that game.
So, first, CMOS became really popular after Dr. Sadie was more trendy for people to kind of dive into. There is over 214 different types of CMOS. I'm not going to compare every single CMOS today, but I'm going to stick with the topic of Atlantic, which is normally Chondrus crispus, versus Caribbean, which is Gracilara. And so between the two, Chondrus crispus is grown, like they said, in the Atlantic, um, normally in European or Arctic waters. Um, Normally, Black people are not native climates like the European and Arctic waters. And Glossularia is in more Caribbean or tropical environments. So that's just one difference there. Another difference would be the Chondra crispus in general
Oh shit.
has a lower
Volume's
mineral
low.
quality,
Wait,
about
wait.
7.
Hold on. Sorry. They said they can't hear you, right? So we gotta fix the audio.
Hear me?
Yeah, they
We
said
can, but
we can
we
hear
can
you.
fix that.
Well, we gotta fix why they're not hearing you. So let me
Ooh, okay.
see. Hold on.
Thank you for telling us, Nia.
Yes, thank you.
Speaker. Do we have to share computer sound? No.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Let's try this. I tried to switch the mics a little bit.
Let us know on YouTube if you can hear us.
Family on YouTube. Well, no, Matt, they can hear us. We need to see if they
Oh.
can hear you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, no, yes.
Let's get a 1 if you can hear the sister good now.
Yeah, if you can hear me, let me know. Anyone, can y'all hear me?
Matter of fact, we can actually go here. Let's get a 1 if you can hear the sister good now. Don't hear her at all.
Oh
No.
man.
Nope. Wait. Nope. Don't worry. We gonna fix this because we had this done before, so no pressure. We definitely know.
Let me see if I turn my volume.
No, it's not your volume, shooter, because we can hear you. It's just they can't hear you. So we just have to make sure that the sound is sharing Zoom on YouTube.
Oh, I think I know what to do. Hold on. Audio. Wait. Okay, can you talk now? Let's
Hey everybody, can you hear me better? I'll try to talk louder. Can everyone hear me? Yes.
Wait.
No.
Okay, can you talk now?
Okay, everybody.
Damn. Nope. Hold on, yeah, down.
Should I try to do it on my cell phone maybe?
No,
No,
no.
it's not you. It's not
It's not you.
In the meantime, in between time, if you saw my last reel on Instagram, I was talking about these cookies. Ah, they're so yummy.
Okay, let's try again. Oh, Code is here too. Peace, sis. What's going on?
All right, we're gonna figure this out.
Okay.
Don't you worry. And also hit the like button, y'all.
Yeah, let's try again.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Code is here too. Peace, sis. What's going on?
All right, we're gonna figure this out.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I think I can hear her now.
Yeah. I heard her say okay.
Y'all can hear me? Ooh, okay.
Yes, the sound is good. Share the video, like the video, family. I think my mic might be too loud though.
Figure this out.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I think I can hear her now.
Yeah. I heard her say okay.
Y'all can hear me? Ooh, okay.
Yes, the sound is good. Share the video, like the video, family. All right. My mic might be too loud though.
Oh, now it's looping.
Okay. Just let me know when it's good.
All right. Nope. Yep. I turned it down, and you should be good.
I should be good.
Sounds like I hear some.
Yeah, we're
background
hearing.
noise.
I should be good.
It's echoing. Listen, y'all, I am not the sound man. You know what I mean? I am learning. You know what I mean? It's all good. Oh, you know what? They make a good point. That's a fact. Hold up. Go ahead. Because we are on Zoom still. So you go ahead, sis. I'm gonna mute my mic and you talk. Go ahead. Hold it down. Boom. And you can share your screen. You can do what you gotta do. Drop the information. Your links is also in the chat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And go in. Let's do it. Yeah. You go ahead, sis. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Again, just a mini intro, doctor. I've cured things like HSV, fibroids, ulcers, kidney stones, all types of things. But basically, Cmos is something that I have a lot of my patients ask me about in terms of which one is better. And so I've done my research on a couple of Cmos that I'm going to talk about today that are the most popular. There are over 214 types of Cmos, and the two I'm talking about today are Chondrus crispus and Grossular. So after Savy kind of made it a little bit more popular, people were tapping into these two the most. So I'm going to compare and contrast the two. So we were talking about Atlantic, which is Chondrus crispus typically, and tropical or Caribbean, which is the Grossular. So number one, where these plants are grown, it's grown in the area Chondrus crispus, more than likely in like the Arctic or colder climates. European or Arctic waters are typically where it's grown, and typically Black genetics are not descendants from those areas. Our ancestors and our genetics are used to tropical climates, hotter climates. So the Grossular is where most genetics are native to, is that type of environment. With that, those environments that are more tropical, they gain more sunlight versus areas that are from the Arctic. And in the area of Caribbean or Jamaican or St. Lucia, as I was mentioning, we find that the Grossular has a higher mineral quality and content, approximately at most 17 minerals. It's highest exposure to the sun, and the soil in the ocean is actually more rich, which gives it more minerals. That's how you get minerals, is from the soil. So really, because of where it's grown and because of the sunlight, it produces a different color, such as a red or purplish color, signifying its interaction with the sun, which is photosynthesis. And so Black people in general, we're similar to plants. We're phototrophic people, meaning we gain our nutrients from the sun. When we go back to the Chondrus crispus, they grow in areas that don't gain as much sunlight, don't have as many nutrients, and they actually contain more fungus and more bacteria and more nitrogen. Nitrogen is a chemical that causes illness and disease and decay in our cells and Black genetics. So when we're talking about Cmos, we need to be eating according to our genetics. Maybe for certain genetics, it's not as harmful if they have a higher nitrogen content. But in our case, we need carbon. Carbon is what repairs our cells, what reverses illness and disease and mutations in Black genetics. So hopping back over to Chondrus crispus, if we look at the plant itself, it's not as porous. It actually absorbs less water, and it is a carcinogen, meaning carcinogenic. It has more mold and more yeast. So when we're consuming Chondrus crispus, we're actually consuming more mold and fungus and yeast. And from what I find in my patients, a lot of the time they don't know this. And certain diseases and illnesses, specifically when you're eating these plants, it can make it worse and not better. People who have viruses, a lot of people are taking Cmos, just to get rid of a virus. But let's say you have a virus and then you're eating more mold and more fungus. That's going to be problematic and spread that issue. Versus the tropical and subtropical sea moss at the same time, these can actually improve your skin, improve your nails, improve your health. It absorbs more water, it's more porous. So we're actually able to gain more of those nutrients just by having those components. It has a lot of iron, a lot of phosphorus, a lot of calcium. Regardless, a lot of people use sea moss as an end-all be-all, but it's important to know that regardless of what sea moss you're using, you need to understand that this plant is not used for certain diseases or illnesses, because it can either spread the illness or disease even more, such as cancer or HSV or HPV, herpes, things like that. You don't want to consume these plants, regardless if it's tropical or Irish sea moss, because it will spread the illness and disease. Why? Reason why is because arginine, it's too high in arginine. So when we have a plant that's too high in arginine, what happens is the arginine incubates and hides in your cells. And when it does that, instead of deamination, which is the process of carbon structures attaching to the nitrogen in your body to get rid of the nitrogen out of your body, it just stays inside of you and can cause even further health issues, such as spreading the cancer and spreading the virus. So the goal of your body, if you don't know, especially of the liver and Black genetics, is to remove this chemical called nitrogen. When we remove it, we're able to heal and repair ourselves from illness, disease, and viruses. So another thing I wanted to hop back into with the sea moss and general comparison is that when we're talking about the Chondrus crispus sea moss, when I talked about carcinogen, when I said it spreads cancer, that means it's carcinogenic, meaning it's going to spread cancer or cause cancer. So what happens is it contains a lot of starches and sugars in the body that is hard to be soluble and processed. And overall, when we're talking about sea moss, there is no sea moss that is containing 90 to 102 minerals, period. There is none. And if there is some, I would love to see the test and the analysis on it. Your body in general only needs 28 minerals to function, number one. Only needs 28 to function properly and have all of your organs function. And really, in humans, we only need 28. The most that I've actually researched and found online is in the human tissues is an additional 50 more minerals, and that's max, okay? That means only 78 minerals from my research has been shown that that's as much as you can find in the body. So when we're talking about you're giving 102 minerals, that's impossible. And if it is possible, I would like to see the research. So in general, because of just the components of carbon versus nitrogen, meaning carbon, what repairs Black genetics, versus nitrogen, which damages Black genetics, it's important to eat more Garcilaria because we have less of that chemical that causes problems over time. So that's just my little spiel on the differences between the Atlantic and the Caribbean sea moss.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, sis. That was great. That was a lot of powerful information. I hope you guys are taking notes, right? She dropped a lot of science there. Yeah, I mean, like, I already know a lot of the the talking points that a lot of people are gonna come with CMOS. CMOS is a very tricky topic. You know, a lot of people are wary about whether or not, like you were saying, about the 92 minerals or not. You know, the difference between whether or not we should be using the tan one or the purple one. There's a lot. It gets tricky, and everybody, and like you said in the beginning, Dr. Sebi was like one of the people that basically put it on that platform where it's like, okay, like everybody is like, yo, I need the CMOS this, CMOS that, and then here you go, it's CMOS powder, you got CMOS gel, it's so many different things with CMOS. So I know that it can get a little tricky, and I know that it can get a little touchy, so but I'm hoping that our audience is open to information. You know, she dropped a lot of science, and we have another sister that's gonna drop some more science, right? And you know, it's up to the people to take the information, right? Do your due diligence, and take what you want with it, right? So I say all that to say, Sister Jenya, Jenya, you said, I'm sorry, man. You know, divine understanding.
Hey, that was so beautiful, Shiva. Thank you for that. And thank you guys again for having me. I mean, you covered so much, Shiva, so that was like really, really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. So today we're talking about the differences between the Caribbean moss that's going to come from Jamaica, St. Lucia, which is also known as the Gracielaria, and the Conchus crispus that's grown in the northern Atlantic waters, like Ireland and things of that nature. So I'm just telling you guys a little bit about me. Like, hopefully I could get this out and not talk too much. So in the beginning, you know, when I first stumbled upon Cmos, of course, it was by way of Dr. Sebi. I just kept seeing, you know, Dr. Sebi, Cmos, Dr. Sebi, Cmos, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to get my hands on this because this is something that I need. So I'm in Las Vegas. I didn't know anything. And to be honest, I didn't really care. I didn't really care to look into it. I just knew that everybody was ranting and raving about it, and I wanted to have my hands on it. So I went to the little Jamaican market, and I got some of the full-grown moss, not the moss that comes from Jamaica. I actually started off with the full-grown that's like thick and soft and it's moist, and I didn't know any better. So I was taking it, you know, my family was taking it. I was giving it to my customers and everybody was taking it, and it was just a whole thing, right? And then something in me, you know, I was like, you know, I need to look deeper into this. And someone actually came to me, it was a man who came to me, he just kind of like dropped a few gems on me in regard to the Conchus crispus. Now, this was a whole new world for me because I had never heard of it. All I knew was Cmos, and I thought it was supposed to be what I was getting from the Jamaican market. So as I sat down and I researched, I actually came across a video of Dr. Sebi at one of his, you know, teachings, and someone asked him specifically, you know, about Cmos. And when he began to speak about the Cmos, he began to explain it. He specifically said Conchus crispus. So then a light went off in my head again, and I'm like, okay, but what is this? Where do I get it from? So on and so forth. So I just began to research, and whenever I research, when it comes to like plants and things, I always like to go and I like to research it through the botanical name, because through my experience, I can't speak for nobody else. Through my experience, I learned that when you look it up at the botanical name, where all of the research is. That's for all the juicy stuff. Like, some of it is hard to read because it's a lot of science, and science is not my favorite subject. It's still not. But for the most part, when I began to research the Caribbean moss, which is the Gracielaria, I found that the main, I'm going to say component, for a lack of better words, was the agar-agar. And then when I would research the Conchus crispus, I discovered that the main component, the Conchus crispus, was the carrageenan. Now, it's the difference between the carrageenan, which is also used in commercial things like beauty products, and it's used as like a filler, like if you want to make some jello, some pancakes and stuff, like bread and all of the things, it is used for that purpose. But the carrageenan is actually what they use in a lot of like cough syrups, and it has expectorant properties, so it's able to expel mucus and things from the body. And I have a few things that I want to share on my screen that I discovered through research. Hopefully I can figure out how to do this again. So give me a minute.
Just let us know.
Oh, it says only host can share in the meeting. So never mind.
No, you can't.
Try again.
Sorry, try again.
I'm finding scholarly articles where there's a connection between the Conchus crispus and its benefits to be able to eliminate what we're dealing with in the world. I was trying to share that on my screen, but I can't.
Yeah,
And,
no,
you
no,
know,
try
it
again.
deals with
Try again.
Parkinson's disease. And I
I
actually
don't know if she can
have
hear us.
a
Hello?
lab report of the
Yo?
Hydrus crispus from Ireland
Oh,
I
shit.
get, and it's showing that it actually has the minerals. I got to go to it. You know, it has the magnesium, the calcium, the sodium, the manganese, the zinc, the copper, the iodine, the potassium, the selenium, all of these things, boron, iron, and all phosphorus, and all of the things. So I'm like, all right, so let me dig a little deeper. So I'm like, all right, so I
Sis.
got it. So, and I
Sis.
don't like to
You can
say
hear
that
us?
one moss is better than the other. I just like to say, because like Sheila said, there are millions of
Jenny.
algae, you know, a
Jenny, you can hear
bajillion.
us?
Oh, now I can.
Oh,
I was just going.
no, you good. You good. I was going to say try to share your screen again because I had it on just for hosts, but you can try now. And then you should.
All right, so let me see if
Not to cut your bill or your wisdom. Keep going. I love it.
Nah, you're okay. Let me see. So like here. So I posted this on my Instagram, but you can see here, like on the lab report, the minerals that it has. And like Shira said, there is no moth that has 92 or 102 minerals. Now, it does have traces of minerals, but no, the 92 of 102, I don't really know where that came from, but that's not actually factual. Okay, let me share something else. Oh, I got so much. Yeah.
Take your time. Take your time. I also did drop both these sisters' websites in the chat, so you know, make sure you go check their websites out so you can support these two sisters. Okay, family?
That was the wrong thing. Sorry. Where am I? Okay, so I gotta give me a minute because I have to go and screenshot it because I can't like pull up a link on here. So I'm gonna just go get a link and I'm gonna screenshot it and then I'll
Okay, and if you want, you can send us the link. You can put it in the chat of the Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me do that right now. Okay, so basically what I was saying is that in my discovery, I don't think that I don't like to say that one moss is better than the other one or this and that. What I like to say is that they just serve two different purposes. So in my research, what I discovered is that if you're looking to, you know, get more of a detox, and I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. If you're looking to get more of a detox and things of that nature, and a lot of people that take the Caribbean moss, which would come from Jamaica or either St. Lucia, you know, they do report that they experience, you know, weight loss and all of those things, and it's fitting for that. But I don't think that this is just my personal opinion. I don't really think that the Caribbean moss is really going to give you that immunity. I've tried to research and I haven't found anything that actually breaks down like the Gracielaria actually being of nutritional value. And I'm not saying that it's not. I just haven't found it, but I'm definitely open. If you know, if anyone here, if you have that, I'm open because I've been searching and I haven't been able to find anything. But what I did find, and I think I can share this on my screen too. I shared this on Instagram too. Let me screenshot it. So let me go back to that. And I posted the link so you guys can share Botanica.
Yeah, we have it.
Right here. Can you guys see this?
Right now we're sharing, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're sharing. Okay, never mind. It's really small, really, really, really small.
Oh, on the screen?
Is it small?
Yeah, on the screen. Shira? It's like microscopic. I can't see it. I can see it, but I can't see the words. But that's just like an article that I found with connection between the Hydrus crispus and I don't want to say it on you guys' platform, but you guys know what we're dealing with in the world right now.
The 19.
Oh,
the 19, yeah.
COVID.
The VidCo. But yeah, that's like a nice article that I found in regards to that. It's also been linked to Parkinson's disease, and a bunch of other medicinal benefits. Like I said, when I researched this, when it came to the Graciolaria, I wasn't able to find any solid information, like any scholarly articles or anything. So I just prefer, and I do have clients that prefer to have the Caribbean moss. So I typically, if they're in need of a good detox, they're just getting started with the moss. I typically like to recommend that for them. I don't advise them to take it for more than about 7 to 14 days, and then I'll transition them to the Chondrus crispus, because with my personal experience with myself and with my clients, even with the Chondrus crispus, it has the minerals, it has the ability to remove the toxins out of your body, but it's also strong enough to rebuild the body and repair the cells in the body as well. So I just personally prefer the Chondrus crispus, but I don't have anything. Oh, one other thing that I would like to point out as well is that when it comes to the Cmos that comes from St. Lucia, I can't speak for, how it used to be harvested back in the days, but now, sea algae farming has become a thing to where now they're actually growing the moss on ropes in the ocean. And I just think that that's outside of its natural habitat. So I don't really agree with that. I feel like it kind of compromises the ocean and what it stands for, and it kind of gets in the way of the ocean's natural habitat for it to, the sea creatures to be able to roam freely. Because I can imagine, with all the ropes and things like fish and things getting caught, and it's just, it just is not a good idea for me. But that's just my personal opinion. Like, that's just all I have to say about that. Okay, can I share my screen again?
Yes. Hold on. I will stop sharing, right. And you should be able to share your screen right now.
Boom. So this is what I found when I was trying to look up the value medicinally and nutritionally when it came to the Graciolaria, which is also known as agar. And I did see that it has fiber, so it's good for, like, as it says here, like absorbing the toxins from the gut and the gastrointestinal tract and carry and all of the things, and a remedy for constipation. But I never seen, and I still haven't been able to see that the benefits for it, being used for immunity or overall health, and not even containing any minerals. I mean, it has a few, but not when it comes in comparison to what the Chondrus crispus has. So that's all I have, and yeah, I'll let you guys have the floor.
Thank you, Jenye.
Thank you, sis. We appreciate you for, coming on the platform, dropping your science and your research. Yeah, that's great. And
oh, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, yes. Thank you. And also, I would love for the family in the chat room.
I'm sorry, I forgot to share something else. Is it too late?
Nah, not at all.
Okay, I just want to share this. I want to share so people can see, the link with the Chondrus crispus and even like the Parkinson's disease and all of that. So I'm gonna let you guys talk, and then I'll just throw it up on my screen if that's okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Cool. So I would love for the family in the chat room, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat now, for these sisters, and they can answer some questions. I don't know if anybody want to jump on. I could put the link in the chat too.
So and you can ask your question
you could come online and then you can ask your question. That's also an option too.
And also, Dr. Shira, if you have any questions for Jenye, you can ask, and Jenye vice versa. If you have any questions for Shira, you can ask.
Great point. You guys want to ask each other or have any?
I'm going to bring something up that I just want to add. When I was talking about the differences genetically, like how I was talking about Chondrus crispus, it actually would be more beneficial for people of more nitrogen-based genetics, such as Eurasian descents or, white people, Asians, Indian descents. That Cmos actually would benefit them more because of their genetics and how their nitrogen transport system works genetically versus our genetics. And I actually have had patients that have taken Cmos regardless of what Cmos, and it actually, even with COVID, it actually has made them sicker and made them more sick. Like they were like, "Oh, I ate oranges." I said, "Well, what else did you?" I had a Cmos tea. I was like, "Duh!" Like you're not supposed to do that when you have viruses, but people don't know that. So just for anyone out there who thinks that Cmos is a go-to, if you are sick with a viral issue, definitely avoid it.
That's good to know. Yeah, because a lot of people were using CMOS, to be healthy during this pandemic, So imagine them thinking like, okay, well, I did contract this, disease. Let me try to up my CMOS,
Mm-hmm.
Also, that goes for elderberry too, as well. It's too high in arginine. Food's too high in arginine spreads the virus.
We have a question in the chat from Jax. He wants to hear them facts. So, how can you tell if the CMOS is legit? Is there something we can ask for when choosing where to buy them from? All right, so that is the question. Whoever wants to, take that,
Oh, wait, with
I'm
the
sorry, I missed the question because my phone decided to just throw me out of here.
No,
okay. I know you wanted to post something, share something. Did you want to share that real quick before we answer Jack's question?
Oh, I was
shared it.
sharing it, but
She
yeah,
shared
I'll
it.
share
We
it
saw
again.
it.
I'll share it
No,
again.
Oh, but did she want
Okay.
to mention it?
Yeah, she just said she wanted to share it while we talked.
Oh, okay. I thought she wanted to mention it. I'm sorry. It's okay.
No, I was just gonna share it for the people because the people on YouTube can see it, right? Like,
Yeah.
so they can go read it. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
we
problem.
saw it.
So yeah, just repeat Jack's.
Okay, so his question was, how can you tell if the CMOS is legit? Is there something we can ask for when choosing where to buy them from?
I could go or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So one thing, if you're looking for CMOS, you want to get CMOS that gets a lot of sunlight. If you are of Black genetics or Black descent, because we are people of the sun, you want to eat more plants that have more sun, more vitamin D3. In order to repair any illness or disease, you do need D3, you do need the sun. If you get CMOS from places like Ireland or Eurasian places, you're going to be eating more fungus and you're going to eat more bacteria, and you're actually not getting as many nutrients. And also, like I was explaining before, it's carcinogenic, meaning cancer causing. So in my studies and research, I would suggest tropical environments, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Caribbean.
Got it.
And what about as far as color?
Color, a reddish or purplish color is a sign that the plant is showing photosynthesis, or through the acts of photosynthesis, that's how it gains the color. So you do want something with a hue, with actual color, similar to like you as a person. You want it melanated, eat more plants that got more color, more melanin, more carbon. So yeah.
Question, Jenye, the moss that you use from the Atlantic Ocean, that one is purple, right? It's like more
Yeah, it's like cream, like it's like a dark red, purplish color. Yeah. And I would like to add on to how to identify moss and stuff. That's okay.
Yeah.
So from my experience, I'll give a little. I'll give a little of both. So if you're looking for the Caribbean moss, you can either decide if you want to go with the sun bleach one, and that's where they sit it out in the sun and it turns gold, or you can get the purple, purplish color one. But the main thing is your sea moss should never have salt, should definitely not be full of salt. It definitely shouldn't have any condensation. It should be dry. And it shouldn't be thick. And if you get sea moss and it got salt, more than likely it's going to be moist. More than likely you're going to be able to examine it and you're going to see some black stuff on it, which is actually black mold. So you definitely want to stay away from that. And if it's tripling in size when you soak it, that's because that's actually the agar-agar that's expanding. And agar is okay for human consumption, but not on the day to day basis, because what it does is it literally blows up in your stomach and it can create tons of gastrointestinal issues, which I do have several clients who have dealt with that. And I mean, if you want to say you're somebody like me, you want to try the both, then okay, then you make sure your gastrularia is thin, like thin. It doesn't have any salt, doesn't have any condensation, anything like that, and it can come in purple, actually green and gold. And then, if you want to have your Conjus crispus, you can also get that in the green and purple. But the appearances is different as well. Like the gracilaria is going to be like stringy, and the Conjus crispus is more like when you rehydrate it, it kind of resembles like the tree of life. That's what I like to reference it as. So those are, and also ask people, where is it coming from? How is it harvested? These are important questions to ask, because and I don't want to offend anybody, but if you are going to your local market, Jamaican market, Asian market, and they have CMOS, 9 times out of 10, it's full grown and it's not anything that you want in your body. So, do your due diligence to reach out to people that offer, quality, authentic moss, so that you don't end up hurting yourself while trying to help yourself.
Absolutely.
I mean, powerful, 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 and that's a big fact right there, because there's a lot of people, like we said earlier, just out there looking for CMOS, and just hearing all of its health benefits. People are just getting ready just to run and grab anything that says CMOS on it. It says CMOS 92 minerals. I'm grabbing it. You know what I mean? Oh, it got this in it, and then you might go to like you said, the local Jamaican spot, and you see Irish moss on it, and you buying it, and it's like, yeah, I'm healthy, I'm feeling real good. I mean, I'm eating it, I'm eating my sea moss and whatnot, and then you might do more harm than good, because you're not actually getting it from a good source. Where you're getting your food and your nutrition from is very important, right? We always speak about that on our platform. It's another reason why we always talk about growing your own food versus always having to get it from somebody else. You know what I mean? Because you are the source of that. Or going to farmers markets and talking to the farmers that are actually growing the food, right? Because you're talking to the source versus going to and there's also levels to it. You know what I mean? But that's just something at a level that people should want to seek or want to get to. You know what I mean? To actually come to this that level of health, where you're actually in charge of what's going in your body. You're growing the food that's going in your body. It's the same thing when it goes with CMOS. That's another reason why a lot of people with the CMOS dealers, they like to see people, like I know a big CMOS dealer is Purple CMOS Paradise. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them or heard of them, but their page has gotten so big because you see the brothers in the sea. They're they're down there, and they're pulling up the moss and things of that nature. So it kind of gives you, you're not with them, you don't know them, but you can see them in action and see them pulling it up, and that's what you're actually getting.
Yeah, and another thing about Purple Moss Paradise is like they only harvest during certain times to keep it ethical for the ocean. So yeah, they're typically
and
like
honestly,
sold out.
I respect them so much for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that is so beautiful, because you gotta respect. You have to respect, like, and another thing that I forgot to say in reference to if people are looking to get CMOS, if you go to someone and they tell you they got hundreds of pounds of CMOS readily available, that is your telltale sign to know that CMOS that they are offering you is definitely full grown. It is not coming from its natural habitat, which is going to be attached to the rock. It's going to be coming from a rope. And if you're going to grow CMOS on a rope, you have to question, how is it being grown? Is there chemicals? Like, well, how are you growing CMOS from a rope? So that's definitely
that's not
something
natural.
that you should be aware of and know. Like, and also, if they got hundreds and hundreds of pounds from it, you have to also consider that it may be coming from China, and that's definitely something that you don't want.
Yeah.
And also, we gotta, I mean, this is something that I have learned to do. When you find a CMOS distributor, you go on Alibaba.com and you search CMOS, and if you see the same pictures that is on Alibaba, then and it's on the person's page that's offering a CMOS, because people are not even smart enough to take their own pictures. They're literally going to Alibaba, purchasing CMOS, taking the same pictures and using it. It's sick. It's sick.
Wow.
Wow. Everybody wants to be a CMOS dealer. And you know, that's just another way for people to, you know, get a come up. I mean, at the end of the, I mean, there's points where I look at it, it's like, all right, people want to get healthy, right? So I gotta, you know, look at the bright side, the light in certain situations. Like, all right, people are striving to be healthy. You know, I'm pretty sure 10 years. Go ahead.
Can I show you why everybody wants to be a CMOS dealer?
Why is that?
Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen, because you might want to be one after this too.
Okay.
And by the way, I just have to say, you know, CMOS could be a tricky thing, and I just love how calm and beautiful this conversation is.
Mm-hmm. Global conscious.
You see this on the screen?
Yeah.
This is why everybody wants to be a CMOS is a multi-million-dollar company. This is why everybody wants a piece of the pie. But if you want a piece of the pie, make sure you take it and you cut it with integrity and morals and values, and you do your due diligence to do the research, and that you can explain what you're offering to your clients, because I think that's the most important thing. Like, when I was offering the boss that's full grown, and I didn't know it before I was diligently researched, and I wasn't making bad money, but because I have so much integrity, I decided, hey, I'm not going to offer this until I find something that's in alignment with what I believe. And I didn't for almost 2 years. I'm just now really getting back started, you know. So I always like to leave people with that as well. I mean, you can make $1 million, but if you're going to do it with no integrity, then what's the point?
No, that's a fact.
That's a great point.
And we do have another question from the same brother in the chat. He asked, is CMOS, is it true that it's seasonal? So is CMOS, because I believe that question came from when we were talking about, you know, pulling out, harvesting the CMOS, you know, what Purple Moss Paradise does. And I think that's where his question came from. So he said, is it true that CMOS is seasonal?
I'll go, because I know a little bit about this. So typically when it comes to, like, right now, it's not harvesting season for Congress Christmas because it's too cold. And who wants to be out in the water harvesting moss when it, you know, it's freezing cold? Like, but also this gives the ocean time to replenish itself. So as far as the Congress Christmas, I'm going to say that it is seasonal. But I don't know about the Caribbean moss, so I'll leave that for Sheila.
Gotcha. Great answer.
Yeah, and like, I'm not sure, me personally, off the top of my head, like, what's the season, but in general, like, if I was to try to get CMOS, it would be when it has the most sunlight, which would be spring, summer. But again, that's something that I would have to actually, like, research to give you facts on.
Gotcha. Okay, and also, you know, just from my experience too, I know, I mean, like, being in the Caribbean, you know, being in Trinidad in December, January, it's damn near as hot as the summer here in July. So I guess there, it's like an endless summer, how they call Florida. You know, it's like always hot. So that definitely would play a factor or play a role in food that are harvested there versus anywhere else that's going to be in a cold climate. Hopefully that you know, added on to the question. We have another question in the chat. I love it. Let's get these questions. I did put the link in the chat if you guys want to come on and ask your questions live. I'll do that again. But another question is, where do we get the correct CMOS? I mean, I know that question is very vague, and I know these sisters kind of did, touch on a lot of that. But you can touch on it again. Like they said, where do you get the correct CMOS? I don't know if there's a right or wrong. But you guys touch on that, yeah.
Well, me personally, like I go to one person because I know where he gets it, and I've bothered him with so many questions about it. But he's also in my tribe, Alkaline Soul, Kyle Crump. He can tell you where he gets it from. I can tell it's good quality. I use it for medicinal compounds that have helped people repair like bone and muscle damage. So once I get a source and I like it and it works for my clients, I'm sticking to it. So alkalinesoul.com or on Instagram, that's where I go. And I'm sure our system probably knows some people as well.
Okay.
Yeah, to just piggyback on that, I don't necessarily agree with the term the correct moss as much as I agree with the right moss for what you're intending to use it for. So if you're dealing with issues like gastrointestinal issues like constipation and you need a good detox, you're desiring to go from eating a meat diet to a plant-based diet, then I feel like the Gracilaria is a great start for that because it's definitely gonna pull all of those things from the body. And if you're thinking of immunity, if you're thinking of minerals, if you're thinking of building the body up, if you're thinking about everyday maintenance, if you're thinking of a good plant-based superfood, and the list can go on, then I would definitely rely more on the Condrus crispus. But you can definitely incorporate the two into your life. I would just speak to someone who has knowledge in both areas to be able to guide you the right way so that you don't overdo it, because too much of a good thing in turn can be a bad thing, if that makes sense. And the truth of the matter is, Cmos is just not for everybody. There's a bunch of other allergies that you could benefit from that is farthest away from Cmos, for the lack of better words. So, yeah.
Thank you for that. And just to veggie back on what you just said, but there's definitely a lot of different sea veggies, seaweeds, different algae that have a lot of different minerals and nutrients at the bottom of the sea that are out there that people don't really take heed to, and that are really good for the body and when it comes to your health. There's some things. There's nori, there's wasabi, there's wakame, there's dulse. Dulse is a really good. Right.
Dulse has more than Cmos.
So
sea lettuce. I mean, I'm really kind of falling deeply in love with dulse at this time with sea lettuce. Like, it's a real live love affair over here. So yeah, think outside the box. Like, Cmos is definitely not the end all be all. It's not the cure for all. It's not the one for all. It's a good addition, but there's so many others that you can explore too.
Absolutely. We do have another question. Wait, I did, and Aurel, I did put the link in the chat. You say, can I type the link in the chat? I did put it in the chat. All you have to do is click the link, and I also did put the password there. If you do want to come on and ask your question. There's another question. Can you use it if you have shellfish allergy? So somebody has shellfish allergy. That's a good question. So you have, I'm pretty sure, working with clients and things of that nature. You're dealing with somebody that has an allergy or allergic to something, right? How do you, or this person is specifically saying it's shellfish allergy, right? So, I don't know who wants to take that.
Who went first last? Because I don't want to keep on. I think. Okay. Well, I was just gonna say that for me and my clients, if someone comes to me with a shellfish allergy, I am not recommending Cmos to them, just because I don't want to end up in someone's courtroom. That's a thin line. I'm not a doctor, so it's a very, very thin line between that world and the world that I operate in. So I'm definitely gonna deny them CMOS for me, but I'll definitely supplement with, some foods that they can add into their diet to get the same benefits and, some herbs, but definitely not CMOS for me.
Got it.
And what I would suggest is usually when people have an allergy, a lot of people don't know that an allergy is a sign that your immune system has been compromised. So one thing I would do as a doctor is number one, repair your immune system so then that way you don't have the allergy and then move forward to venturing out into trying, sea vegetables, sea plants, and things like that. But I will repair the issue before adding other things that could possibly cause an issue.
Powerful, powerful. Addressing the issue from the root cause. Love it. I love it. I love it. I did put the link in the chat, so if you do want to come on and jump in, and ask your questions live, you can do that, family. While you are in here, please make sure you thumb up the video, like the video, share the video. Let's get this information out to the family. These two sisters are powerful. They are dropping some bombs on you right now. Damn, I got the sound effects ready. Man, you guys caught me slipping on this one. Look, we scheduled this real fast, but we made it happen. You know what I mean? I don't have my sound effects ready for y'all. I know I messed up the DJing in the beginning, but guess what? It's all good. Everything happens for a reason. We are here tonight. We are making it happen. We are getting this information out to you. So get your questions ready. You know what I'm saying? We love you. You know what I mean? We love you, family. Thank you for being here with us. We are not ending just yet, but I'm just talking and ranting because I like to talk, and I'm that comedic relief. You know what I mean? Why you here? You know what I mean? And my wife is here with my son.
Yes, and
right?
there's 2 more questions.
Oh, yes, there are questions in the chat. I was just talking until there was more questions in the chat. But there are questions in the chat. So, Healing Cold, Dr. Palan, Anku, Shi Amaru, shout out to the Honor family. Is powder forms of CMOS as good as the raw forms of CMOS? Very good question. So powder form versus the raw form. Which one is better? This question could be directed to Jenya. Jenya.
Okay, so I don't like to use the word better as I typically stay away from those words. I feel like it's about preference. Now, what I will say is that from my observation and, just me doing CMOS in both forms myself, when I take my CMOS gel, literally, it's cell food. So it goes into my body and it just loves on my cells and I feel it immediately. Now with the capsules, you still have that same effect. It just doesn't happen as fast. Now that's just for me. So if I had to choose, I would choose the gel raw form because I also am a big fan of putting your energy into anything that you put into your body. So if you can get you some raw CMOS, you get the opportunity to clean it. You get the opportunity to, put your intentions in it, blend it up, and take it. So that's just what I prefer.
I have a question, a follow-up question to what you said. So you mentioned the capsules, and I'm assuming you grind it into the powder and then put into the capsules. Now, what if you were using the powder in, let's say, a smoothie versus the gel in a smoothie? I know the capsule would take a while it would have to get to the digestive system, and the digestive system would have to, break down the outer capsule before getting to the powder. But what if the powder is not in the capsule and it's just like going directly into a smoothie?
Yeah, you can do that too. You can even put it in like your tea. The cottage crispus is tasteless, so I do like that. Now the texture is something. The texture is something, but it literally is tasteless. So you can get crafty with it, you can get creative with it, and still get the benefits from it without having to worry about because a lot of people say, "Oh, my CMOS smells like fish," or "It tastes like fish." It's not any of those things. So you definitely can do that. Yes.
Gotcha. Shira, did you want to respond to that as well?
Yes. So plants, they actually absorb better in liquid form. So the fact that she was like mentioning it working faster, they absorb quicker into the bloodstream in liquid form. So when we're talking about, I think he said solid versus powder, the closer that we can get to liquid form, the better, and the quicker it's going to react. And even the capsules, a lot of my patients, you're actually losing some of the mineral contents, and it also can coagulate and thicken the blood and cause things like blood clots over time. So if you are getting the capsules, one thing I would suggest to my patients is to break the capsule open, put it in a citrus like lime or lemon juice, and it'll help you absorb more minerals from the plant, provide electricity, and it'll react faster versus you eating the plant whole. Or, make you a gel, you know what I'm saying? But if you add it with lime juice or lemon juice or mix it in there some type of way, you'll get the nutrients faster and it'll absorb quicker in the bloodstream.
Awesome, thank you. And speaking of the gel, I know some people make the gel, and a part of the process of making that gel would be heating it, maybe boiling the water and then letting it sit, letting the gel sit in the boiled water, versus keeping it, keep making the gel without heat. What are your takes on that?
I've made it without boiling it, me personally, like not losing any of the minerals, like cooking it or anything, because you can lose minerals that way. So I would soak it, clean it, lime and water, maybe a little salt if you want. It already has salt usually, but water and lime, and just let it soak either overnight, and then make sure it's clean and blend it with some water and make my gel, put it in the fridge in a mason jar, and just kind of go at it that way.
Gotcha. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Thank you for that.
And what about you, Jenny? What's your take on the heat? Either boiling it
Um,
or using boiling water on top of it.
so I don't necessarily cook my CMOS, but I do bring it to a boil and I do simmer it for about 10 to 15 minutes because that is what allows the carrageenan not to be confused with the carrageenan to be extracted, which holds the medicinal properties from the moss to be extracted to get the most medicinally from the moss.
Gotcha. Okay, so we got two completely different ways. And then I know with Purple Moss Paradise, they suggest that other piece that I was mentioning about like boiling the water and then pouring it into the sea moss and letting that sit for, I think they say like 40 minutes or so. So okay, so there's like a few different ways that people approach that. I
Take your notes. Take your notes. Hey, Ken, I did see your comment. We did not forget. Hey, it's never too late, my brother. It is never too late. We will work on that. You see what he said? Too late. Too late. Always.
Oh, y'all funny.
But Nia, what's up, Nia? Sister Nia is in the chat. Thank you for being here with us tonight. She does have a question. Her question is CMOS good for cancer patients?
Yeah, she mentioned that she because I know you guys did touch on it before. She was doing mommy duties. So she missed that part about the cancer. So if both of you can touch on your point of view of the CMOS that you're choosing, how it affects cancer.
Absolutely not. If you have cancer, it will spread cancer. The carrageenan is carcinogenic. The word carrageenan, carcinogen, meaning cancer causing. So that's why I strongly suggest number one, don't do either one, but especially don't do Contra Crispus, but don't do either one because they both will spread cancer because it's high in arginine levels. And so when it's high in arginine levels, it's basically tricking the body. Instead of having that arginine spread, it's being used to incubate and hold the arginine, and it's too high in arginine because it's holding the arginine in. Instead of doing deamination, which is the process that allows the nitrogen to attach to the carbon to be released out of the body, and nitrogen is what is causing the inflammation and the mutation of your cells. So that's why you do not want to have any CMOS or elderberry while you have cancer.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got it.
And Jenny, what's your take on cancer and the CMOS of your choosing?
My take is that I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional. I do not advise people to take anything outside of what their doctor recommends for their ailments. However, there are articles, scholarly articles, not written by me, that are written by scientists that actually say that Congress crispus can be beneficial for cancer. You're more than welcome to go ahead and look that up, or you can reach out to me and I'd be glad to send you the link for you to read on your own and go over that with your doctor. Also want to say that Congress crispus does not contain carrageenan, which is another binding agent closely compared to the agar-agar. It does contain carrageenan, which is medicinally used for bronchitis, coughs, mucus, all of the things. So, yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take your notes, family. Take your notes. Write your questions down. There's a lot of questions in the chat. I'm not sure if you're seeing this, so I'm gonna be reading them and let's get through them how we can. Some Black Soul. That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at Sandra. What's up, sis? The Honor family is in the building. She asks, what are some good recipes for CMOS? So I know some of y'all were just breaking down how y'all make it, whether or not you're gonna use the gel capsules, but I guess if you don't have, I'm not sure if you guys have CMOS recipes on hand or whatever it is. I mean, if you want to write it in the chat, we could post it, or a link or something like that. Or if you want to just go out and say something what you do real quick, it's completely up to you. But yeah, the question was, what are some good CMOS recipes? Hey, you want to know CMOS recipe?
Yes, I would say some CMOS recipes. I've heard of people making CMOS popsicles. Also, with the sister mentioned with agar-agar, I've heard people make gummy bears, gummy worms, all types of creative things with CMOS. But me personally, I've just put in a smoothie, haven't put the energy in. But I know one of our doctors in the tribe made like a watermelon CMOS popsicle to like save the watermelon when it was out of season, and then just kind of eat it throughout the year. So that's kind of a creative way that you can have your CMOS.
That does sound fun. Popsicles. I haven't had a popsicle since I was a child, so that does sound fun.
Yes, that sounds amazing, actually.
I've seen Jenny make some gummy bears from scratch too, right?
Yeah, I made them. It was a flop. I mean, it looks really good, but they weren't durable, so I'm still at the drawing board with that one. But yeah.
Gotcha.
Build your own beauty holistically. This question is, can CMOS be used during pregnancy or while breastfeeding? If so, what are the benefits? Hey, you want mommy?
I guess I'll go. Yes, it can be used during breastfeeding or pregnancy. Some of the benefits, Garcia Lara in particular, it's very high in calcium, iron, phosphorus, a lot of healthy minerals. I even hear some people using it as like a substitute for formula. So some people put a little bit in the milk that they make for the babies if they're not producing enough breast milk, and it still is great for brain function, and all the minerals that you need, which is like 17 out of the 28 that the body needs to function. So I definitely would suggest And I'm not saying all of them have 17, but about 17. It could be like 12, depending on where you get it from. But basically, yes, it's good.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, Jenye.
Sorry, I missed that when I'm trying to like cook dinner at the same time. My baby is it's a lot going on back here, but Shira answered it, so thank you.
Oh, nah, no pressure, sis. But yes, um,
And thank you for staying with us while you make food, and thank you. I believe your daughter's name is Kimora. Thank you for your patience, honey.
Girl, you awesome. This girl is getting rough back here behind the screen. But I'm enjoying the meal, so I'm gonna stay.
oh
As long as
yes,
my client don't go into labor, hopefully.
good, good. Let me make sure I'm getting all these questions. Been working on content. Oh, well, Jax asks, maybe he's asking this to both of you guys. Are you taking new patients? Um, are you taking any new patients? I'm pretty sure y'all taking patients, but
Yeah, every day I'm taking patients. It's a nonstop, low key 24-hour job. 24-hour job. So to book a consult, go to my website healthysadies.com, and I'll be happy to help you with your health journey.
yes, I am dropping both these sisters' websites in the chat. Make sure you go support them, go check them out, and see what they both are doing in our communities. I know that Sister Shira, Dr. Shira, is in Texas, and Jenny is in
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
I saw a question that's related to the recipes. I believe it was Nyasha asking if the Cmos is mixed with fruit, doesn't the fruit ferment? So and therefore making the gel not so. Is the popsicle one okay because it's frozen, or like is that the difference there?
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Oh, you
Go
can
ahead.
go. This is something that like really ruffles me, but I'll let you go.
No, go ahead.
No.
You've been talking a lot, so
Yeah, I'm so glad somebody asked that question. So when, and this is how I like to break it down to my clients who are adamant about having their CMOS infused with fruit that they're going to put in a smoothie that's filled with fruit, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. So, I mean, if you're getting organic, good fruit, typically you're going to put it in your refrigerator and you're going to open your refrigerator about 3 or 4 days later and it's going to be bad. If it's organic. So, if you're going to put that same fruit into your CMOS, it's going to have the same effect. It's definitely going to ferment and it's not going to be any good for several reasons. Now, if you are somebody who just has to have fruit in your CMOS, then you could definitely rely on like powdered fruits. And I do have a few places where you can get some good quality powdered fruit from. I can't give it to you off the top of my head because I got to go to my Instagram and my hands are tied, but I mean, you can reach out and I can refer you to those people where you can be able to still have the fruit inside of your CMOS still if you do so prefer. If not, you just have your CMOS with your herbs or have it plain because the reality of it is 9 times out of 10, you're adding it to a smoothie anyway, so it doesn't really have to have the fruit infused into the gel.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you for that. We do have somebody that did jump online. I do want to take one more question. I mean, we got to get all the questions in the chat. So, but I want to take one more question from the chat real quick, and then we're going to get the person that came online, and then we're going to go back to the chat. Right? So, we asked that question. I thought capsules were made from soy. Nyaja did say that. Maybe when you mentioned the capsules, that was a statement she asked. I'm not sure if it was a question. She thought capsules were made from soy. People making the gel. That was a good question. But the fermenting. How long does it last in the natural form or in gel, or do you, or how do you store it? The gel.
Oh, the gel and the raw. How do you store the raw, and how do you store the gel, and how long does the raw last, and how long does the gel last?
All right, I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna give Shira a break. So in the raw form, you typically may have between like 1 to 2 years if it's kept in a dry, cool place. Not anything that's gonna be like moist and stuff that could cause condensation and cause it to mold. As far as the gel, I typically don't exceed about like 3 weeks in the refrigerator. You may have a few extra weeks if you decide to freeze it until you're ready. But for the most part, I wouldn't definitely go past 3 weeks for the gel in the refrigerator, and I wouldn't go past about like 5 or 6 weeks in the freezer.
In the refrigerator, are you keeping it closed or are you keeping it open?
You can put a lid on it, but don't like squeeze it super super tight because it is a living thing, and you do want it to be able to have be able to breathe, for lack of better words.
So is it better to keep it uncovered then? So
not uncovered completely. Like you can use a cheesecloth, or you can just sit the top on there and not like screw the top on. If that makes sense.
Okay. All right. And we do have somebody on the platform with us. You can you can unmute yourself. Masha.
Come on, give thanks and praise.
Hey!
Yeah, man, God and Goddess and little here. Yeah, man, give thanks, give thanks.
Yeah, bless and love, King. This is one of our Zyx parents in the building. Shout out to the Zyx Institute. You know, we homeschooling our children out here. We got to educate these babies. You know what I mean? This is what we do. You know what I mean? And we got the community here. This is love. You know what I mean? This is one of our strong parents in the movement with us. You know what I mean? He's a homeschooling parent. And yeah, man, go ahead, ask your question. We got these two powerful sisters here. We got Dr. Shira, and we got the herbal artist, Jenny, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, go ahead, ask your question, King. Do you have a question for the sister? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what happened is that I got to this late. So I know all the goodies have passed me by. But since we're on the Cmos, I wanted to find out which is the best link to purchase Cmos from.
Got it. Okay. So Dr. Shira.
Well, the one that I use is Alkaline Soul on Instagram. That might be their website.com, but Alkaline Soul. He's in my tribe, Brother Kyle, out of Texas, my region. But he has a great source of the Graciela Cmos. He also has the Irish Cmos, but I would only suggest if you're Black for the Graciela, but that's up to you. But yeah, definitely go to his page, Alkaline Soul. And I know our sister here, she has Cmos as well.
Somebody put those websites in the chat, and then I can pin them and put them in the chat so you can click them and see them. Yeah, so.
Okay. Yeah, I also offer kind of sisters the Irish Cmos in the raw form, in gel form, and in capsules form. And you can find me through my website, which is divinehealingblends.com, and I will put it in the chat if anybody wants to check me out.
Oh, Steph.
Fire. All right, cool. And yeah, man. So you have any other questions for the sisters? Why you here? Not, you know what I mean? We go on to the.
And
I'll be listening.
Definitely check out the replay. Like click after the live is done. Click on the link again so you can check out their information. They both gave a lot of information about the two kinds of CMOS that we've been discussing today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so be sure to check out the playback. Be sure to check out the playback. Do not forget to check out the playback, family. And be sure while you are here to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. You know, there's only one click of a button on your mouse, right? You just swipe your mouse right over to that thumb. Just click it real quick. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We do have a lot of other videos. You can check out our last Wellness Chat Wednesday where we did speak about our home birth. I mean, we did have a positive, a successful home birth. No epidurals, no drugs, none of that stuff. Right in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Natural thing. You know, this is how we do it. This is what we're promoting. You know, like we have our brother here that just came on. He's from our homeschool. We homeschool children. You know, I'm going to put the link to our homeschool in the chat as well. Right? You know, Dr. Shearer is here from the tribe, Honor, you know what I mean? We're nationalizing our people and things of that nature. There's so many things, you know what I mean? So we're providing solutions for our people, and that's what we want to do here. We want to lead by example. And let me stop ranting. Just like the video, thumb up the video. I'll put those links in the chat. But we do have more questions. Let me ask another question. So, if you beat cancer, somebody asked Jax. He asks, if you beat cancer, should you still stay away from the Cmos?
No, if you beat cancer, go ahead and tap into that Gracilar Cmos. And if you beat cancer, stay away from the Conscious Crispus Cmos. That's what I'm going to suggest.
Got it. There you know. And if you do have anything to add on to that, Jenya, you can. If not, I will run on to the next question.
I have nothing to add. I'm not a doctor.
Gotcha. Panacea Herbal Artistry? No.
Panacea.
Oh, Panacea.
Panacea.
Panacea. Got it. So, was there a comment from one of you saying the Conscious Crispus was more beneficial for people of Eurasian descent? Something about genetic makeup being different. I know that's what Cheryl was saying. Can you please explain that again? So I'm pretty sure that's like literally directed to you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Just to break that down a little bit, if I could just go deeper, when I was talking about the carrageenan being carcinogenic, that just means that it's sulfated polysaccharides, which are heterogeneous, meaning people who are heterotrophs would benefit from that. People who are heterotrophs and people who are phototrophs, they process food and nutrients differently. People who are heterotrophs would be people of Eurasian descent, people that basically are from, places of colder climates or ancestry. People of phototrophic people would be people of Black descent, people who gain nutrients from the sun and use vitamin D3 as a hormone to help process those nutrients and minerals. So when we are eating, we need to be eating foods that are more for phototrophic people, foods that contain more of a chemical called carbon. Carbon is one of the 3 or 4 things that we as Black people need to repair ourselves and to repair our genetics. So when we start tapping into carcinogens or things that are carcinogenic, it can inflame us. It can cause more nitrogen, which is the chemical that causes aging, that causes illness, and that causes disease. People who have more nitrogen, if you can just tell, white people age faster, Black people don't age faster. That's just one simple way. You can tell genetically that there is a difference, because there is. We actually process our oxygen a little bit differently than them with an ammonia transport system, versus people who are nitrogen based. They need just a little bit of nitrogen to thrive. Not to derail the conversation, but just the way that the planet is, terraforming the planet, we give off, they give off a certain gas, which is nitrogen gas. That's why also when people talk about, they smell differently, that's just a gas. Another way you can spot out this gas is when you're eating or digesting your food. If you feel that bubbling in your stomach, That's actually nitrogen gas. That's another way you can tell that you're eating something that your body not necessarily is designed for genetically. Hopefully that breaks it down a little bit better.
Fire. I love it. I love it. And you know, same teachings. So, I know. We do have some more questions in the chat. And I did drop the websites in the chat as well. So if you do want to get the Cmos, the chat for Alkaline Soul is in the the website is in the chat as well. I did drop Sister Janier's website as well, so that you can support her, and you can also get the Cmos from her. And if you also want to connect with Sister Dr. Shira or Healthy Sadie's, you can go to her website as well and connect with her. She is taking clients and patients. She's in Texas. She's based in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, Dallas, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area. Anybody who's here, I can scan your body in 60 seconds, check your vitamin levels, radiation levels, toxins, similar as my brother Domo here. We're nationwide, so everything that I'm telling you and I'm telling you to eat, I'll actually test it and give you actual results so that you can see, hey, this is removed out the body. We're removing things that are nitrogen. I can see your nitrogen levels when you do eat that other Cmos. So go ahead, hit me up, healthysadies.com.
Yes. And with that being said, let's go to this next question. We do have somebody. So what is the best ocean? And this question comes from Build Your Own Beauty Holistically. Cool name. What's the best ocean veggies for the pregnant woman or for breastfeeding? Danielle, you want to answer that one? I know it's, unless you still
I'm here.
want mommy
I'm sorry,
do it.
y'all.
You want mommy
I'm
do it,
here.
it's all good.
So I would definitely suggest the contraceptive, pregnancy, pre-pregnancy, postpartum. It's a superfood, so you're getting all your minerals, your vitamins, all of the good stuff. So yeah, okay.
And I just want to add,
Yes, you can.
So in addition to Cmos, or if you're not sure, which kind of Cmos you want to take, in the meantime, they have salt shakers that contain kelp, dulse, sea lettuce. There's different seaweeds that you can just add to your food other than Cmos. In the meantime, if you're still trying to decide which Cmos you're going to take, another sea veggie that I love is wakame. We use that in our sea fritters. If you check out our cookbook, and you can make the sea fritters. You can bake them, so you don't have to add fried foods to your diet. You can just if you want to refrain from having fried foods in your diet, you can also just bake the sea fritters for some additional sea veggies, and it's also very energizing.
Thank you for adding that, baby love. That was great. All right. Jax did say he's in Houston, so he said he's coming for a visit, Dr. Shira.
Nice.
Hey, okay. I will say I am doing scans in Houston February 13th, like that Valentine's Day weekend. I'm going to be in Houston for one of the biggest Black business expos with me and my tribe. So if you are in Houston, let's build. If you want to come here, I do have some clients that are like flying out to see me, which is cool. But if I'm in your area, definitely let's link.
Fire. Damn, I might need to come to Houston too, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta come over there, you know what I'm saying? Gotta see what's up.
I'm gonna be cooking, bro, so hey, come through, man.
It's been a minute. It's been a while. But Jenya, I gotta get to Las Vegas too, what stays in Vegas.
Yes,
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I love people like me that come and visit because it's super dry other than that.
Yeah, we all got to connect, man. Hopefully, you two sisters can connect too, because I think you guys both have some powerful information. You know what I mean? And I do think that, everybody I learned a lot just listening to both of you guys. You know what I mean? And I do think that we all, we all need to work together and, be more in commune and, versus being at odds. I know, like we all said in the beginning of this, is that when we spoke about CMOS, it can get tricky, it can be a little touchy. A lot of people are sensitive with it. A lot of people are like Dr. Sebyites and, I have to do this way, and if somebody says something negative about CMOS or says something that they didn't hear from what they heard it from, they get defensive and things of that nature. So I'm really pleased at how this bill went, and I think you guys, need to give both yourselves a round of applause. How you guys, didn't go, and nothing didn't go left. It was like, yeah, it was because it wasn't meant to be a debate. It was more to be, informational. Everybody just saying their points. And the sisters did that lovely. This is an example for some of you dudes online, right? That be online and just yelling at each other and stuff like that. They dropped the information. There probably were things that they did disagree on. Who knows? And then they agree to disagree on them. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Shearer is gonna go back, do her research on things that Jenye said, and Jenye is probably gonna do the same thing to what Dr. Shearer said.
Yeah, it's very emotionally mature.
It was great.
Absolutely. And Shira is definitely somebody that I don't mind building with, because Botanica, when she asked me to do this first, initially I was like, no. These conversations are, Shira, I'm pretty sure
yes,
these conversations usually end in knockout, drag out. So I just use my platform to speak what I know to be knowledge. And I leave the rest for everybody else. But I did it, and I'm glad I did. And I would love to connect with you, Shira, in some type of way, because you do have a lot of knowledge, and you are the doctor. And I do believe that you play an extremely important role in this healing arena for several reasons. So definitely open to that. Definitely glad that I came. Glad to be connected. And yeah, this was a beautiful build. Beautiful.
Yes, I completely agree. When you said you're doing things with women and pregnancy, like I'm starting the Indigenous midwifery program, so we need as many hands on deck, like with women.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, anyone in the chat, like we're going in. I have two great people who are assisting me with it, who've done over 4,000, 5,000 births, like them combined. So like we really need everywhere. I have patients who literally are saying, who do you know this place? I'm in Texas, but shoot, I need somebody in every state. You know what I mean? So let's build. If you know other women like-minded, I'm always open.
Oh, the magic that happens at Wellness Chat Wednesdays.
Yeah, damn right.
Awesome. Are there any other questions, Dave?
No, I don't see any other questions in the chat room right now. So, if anybody does has any more questions, you sisters can close out. You can also, state, your resume again. There's people probably that came late that didn't hear what you said in the beginning. So you can drop everything again. I did put your websites in the chat as well. So if they want to connect with you, they will. Question: how far is Texas far from Nevada? Y'all close?
Well, Dallas specifically.
It's a ways, because I've never been to Nevada. Like I've always just gone to Cali, just never been to Vegas. Cause I was like, if I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna just go to the beach. I'm gonna go to Cali, but I think it's a good at least 12 or more hours for me to drive if I was to drive that way.
Okay.
It's a far flight, and I fly for free, so it's really the thing to just get on a plane and go to Shira and get all the works, period. And I have family. My mother-in-law lives there, so it's really, we're closer than we know.
Fire.
That's cool.
I love it. I love it. See, that's what this is about. You know, we are stronger as a fist than finger. You know what I mean? So, you can close out, guys. You know, whoever wants to go first, you know, drop your information for the family, and you know, what's that saying? You know, don't let the door hit you when you know, basically when they. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something funny to say. I'm trying, y'all.
Go ahead and close out.
Go ahead and close out.
I guess I'll go because not to be rude, but like my baby is like demanding all of me right now, so I just want to go. I don't want to be rude, but thank you all for having me. I am Jenye, the owner of Divine Healing Blends. You can find me on Instagram at divine_understanding. You can also find me via my website, divinehealingblends.com. I'm here for all of your womb wellness needs. I'm here for all of your custom herbal teas. I like to call myself the modern day tea fairy. I'll be whipping it up with the teas. They're amazing. Not to brag, but I am bragging. If you had it and you tried them, you know. But I also offer herbal supplements, Cmos, tincture, salve, all of the herbal goods. So yeah, just link with me. Love to hear from you. Love to talk with you. Answer any more questions you may have. And thank you all again for having me.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
And I'm closing out. Dr. Shira Amate Ajo here. Again, my specialty is Black genetics, reversing illness and disease, specifically in Black genetics. My history, I've reversed HSV, fibroids, ulcers, tumors, working on things like cancer, hepatitis. And on my website, healthysadies.com, you can find my herbal remedies and compounds to help reverse illness and disease. Also, I have food items. If anyone taps in, I make some really great biscuits, salad dressing.
Damn right.
Yeah, they're known. Kamut, if anyone is familiar, Kamut biscuits. And, you know, on my website, you can also book consultations. I can design meal plans down to the seasoning custom to reverse your illness and disease, as well as health consultations and regimens. So again, www.healthysadies.com or Healthy Sadies on Facebook and Instagram.
Fire. All right. Yes, we had two powerful sisters building. You know what I mean? We got a lot of information from them, and I don't want to forget. We did say we was gonna advertise some Black businesses, you know, tonight while we are on here. You know what I mean? So let me do that real quick while we are on here. You know what I mean? We want to make sure the family is able to support, you know, our people that is out here doing the do and doing what they can, you know what I mean, for our people. Let me share this image with the family real quick. Open that. Oh, can you see that? That is our sister, not Asia. Mom and Wild Vegan. I know I always say that.
And the link to get your own custom Valentine's Day box is in the chat. It's the one that begins with docs. Docs.google. So if you have love in your life and you want some healthy, beautiful, natural, amazing Valentine's Day box for them, then go ahead and check it out. And she can ship it if you're not in the DMV area. Yes. Or you can pick it up if you are in the DMV area.
So the link for that is in the chat. Make sure you click that link and you go support our sister, man. That's the Honor family right there, you heard? Yes, it's you! It's you!
She's so silly. Yeah, folks.
Yeah, man. Anybody else?
I didn't get anything else.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry, man. We're going to have some more people to showcase, and you know what I mean? We appreciate everybody that did come out tonight. You know, I know sometimes we don't catch every Wednesday, but that is the goal. You know, I'm a parent of two children. You know, we have a newborn right now. You know what I'm saying? And we making it work. We don't have jobs. We're entrepreneurs. We run our own businesses. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot to do, and it can get time consuming. But we do want to be here for you guys every Wednesday because we want to make sure that we get this information to you so that you guys can take it and apply it to your lives to make your lives better and things of that nature. Oh, let me get this. Oh, yes. So make sure you go support our sister Nyasia. You know what I mean? Mom and Wild Vegan. You know what I mean? You get your Valentine's Day box. Love is love, right?
And I think she's making that chocolate from scratch, y'all. So that's gonna be delicious with love. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All my people that's in Texas, you make sure you go connect with Dr. Shira. Oh my God, the biscuits is fire.
No, seriously, like they're the best biscuits
fire.
you'll ever have. And they're made with one of the most amazingly healthy grains ever, which is kamut flour.
Fat.
Oh, so good. Kamut is just one of my favorites.
Also, it increases your libido. So Valentine's Day, if y'all want to get a little freaky, I will say you eat a lot of biscuits, he's gonna be happy. So go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Do
Instead of getting the itis, you'll be energized for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, some of these fellas do need that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess fall in line for them. But all right. With that being said, if we don't have any more questions in the chat, before you do leave, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel while you guys are here, family. We do appreciate you for being here with us tonight. This is Wellness Chat Wednesdays. The topic was, Atlantic Cmos or Caribbean Cmos. Both the sisters dropped their information. I hope you guys were able to take notes. And it's time for you to go do your homework, do your due diligence, and make sure you go to the playback because you might have missed some information because there was a lot of information dropped, right? So we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna keep talking. So if you guys don't leave,
well, yeah. And if you have any topics, that you'd like for us to cover in any future Wellness Chat Wednesdays, please let us know. We are totally open to hearing your thoughts about what we can share about.
And Dr. Shara, feel free to come back, man. You know what I'm saying? We love this. This was fire having you on. Next time you gotta have Ken. Ken probably somewhere in the back hiding right now. He in the chat, but I'm pretty sure he back there. You know what I'm saying? You hiding, I see you, Ken. You're saying?
Yeah, he had to leave a minute, come in, come out. He's always moved around, but he would like to be a part of. I already know. He's like, if you need me, I'm here. I was like, this is women, so this is just me. Okay.
Oh no. Nah.
Yeah, I know he's here.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
We love you too, Ken. We love you too.
Yeah, Ken. Hell yeah, you need to jump on the next one, man. For real. Don't worry, we're gonna have all the honor for every. Last time we had, it was what's his name? Manny and Yana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had Hassani and Shelby. So we gotta have you and Ken. You know what I'm saying? And Mama Wild Vegan, we gotta get you up on here too. Don't worry, y'all both gonna be holding the babies like this. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be another Zyx family in the building.
Sean.
You got a blue wrench. You the first blue wrench to reach tonight, man. Right while we about to end. Peace of God. What's going on, King? But you made it. Better late than never. Make sure we share the video. Thumb up the video while y'all up in here, family. We love you too, King. Appreciate you. But yeah, so that's it for tonight. That's how we wrap up. This is Wellness Chat Wednesday.
Yes. And feel free to support the channel. Cash App, Balance Healing. Again, subscribe to the channel so you can always know when we are going live. Oh, we got to get you too, Cassandra. I just see you. I just saw you write the chat. We should talk about how to be an entrepreneur, I'm guessing.
I don't know, but we can get on the platform too, man. You know what I'm saying? We want you all up on here, man. We support all of our family. We support all the honor family. Entrepreneur. There you go. You were right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. We got the experience, right?
Yeah,
You're doing it.
definitely. And
You know
then
what I mean?
if you wanted to open your own business, legally, you can also do that with Ken, which is Shira's mate, because he is a jurist, and you can get a tax exempt business through Arna, the tribe that we are a part of. So
Talk about it.
Yes,
Yeah,
New
man.
Ways LLC. If anyone's interested, www.nuwaysllc, newwaysllc.com has more information on the benefits.
All right, bet. So we got our next topic for next week. How to be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something around that. It's gonna, you know what I mean? It's gonna be in the works. You know what I mean? And I like when we have guests. You know, because sometimes I could keep talking. You know, and I just keep talking, and then she would. I mean, see, she was smiling over there. She be being nice. Sometimes I be hearing it, but it's all good though. But yeah, when we have guests, it gets to be more interactive and stuff like that. We get people who come on the platform. We see one of our Zion's parents is still here. Masha, peace to you, King. Thank you for still being here tonight with us. So it's cool when we get to have people call in, and we have guests, because people get to ask questions, and you get a different perspective and a different viewpoint versus than just ours. You know what I mean? And these people that we respect, people that we know is gonna come to you with solid information. They're gonna do their due diligence. They're gonna make sure they we're not just gonna bring up anybody up here. You know what I mean? So anybody that's gonna be on the platform is gonna be somebody that can give you some something worth your while, something that you can actually take and utilize for your benefit, right? So
absolutely.
you know what I mean? This is Balanced Healing. This is DoMoJOAT channel. Make sure you subscribe. You know what I mean? We got a lot more content going up. You can also see our last WCW Wellness Chat Wednesday, where we spoke about our home birth. Make sure you go check that out. And you can just go to the place to see all the Wellness Chat Wednesday. We speak about a lot of different stuff. We got more content coming for you, family. We appreciate you guys for being with us here tonight. Make sure you go check Dr. Shira's website, healthysadies.com. I did put that link in the chat as well. Make sure you go check Sister Jenny's website. That's also in the chat. Support the links to the Cmos Alkaline Soul is also in the website. Our homeschool, Ziox Institute, link. All the links is in the website. Sorry. All the links are in the chat at the website. I mean, yeah, I've been talking for too long. You know what I mean? Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all.
And don't forget to check out our cookbook. And our next collective Reiki healing is going to be on February 1st for the full moon. And the collective Reiki circle is a chance for people to come together to learn about what is the energy of that time period, how we can use it to our benefit. It's time to get really clear about our intentions for the next 2 weeks until the following moon cycle that we meet for, which would be from the full moon to the new moon. And and then we come together, we release, we get clear about intentions, and then we receive energy healing. We walk away leaving relaxed and clear and ready to take on what's next.
Yes. And I also did drop the Cash App in the chat. So if you do want to support, family, you can support. Thank you again. Oh, wait. I can probably make this smaller. See? I'm getting so nice with this now. Starting to learn this. So now you can see it on the side. Right? Boom. You can see the Cash App. So if you do want to drop a donation to the family, you can. We do appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me close this real quick because you don't need to see that. How you close this, baby cakes?
On top. Yeah.
Oh, bam. See? That's why you got happy wife, happy life. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, family. I'm going to play some music. Thank you, Dr. Shira. Thank you again for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you so much, sis.
Feel free to come back anytime.
And thank you, Jen Gay,
who has left already. We
Mhm.
appreciate you for joining.
Make sure you let Ken know. We can do those videos whenever you want to do them. We can link up because he did drop that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That'll be fire. That'll be something we can do. Yeah, man, it's long overdue, man. It's long
We could
overdue.
even do cosmology. He's almost done with the cosmology course. He's on the final exam, but he's really good at reading. I'm not gonna lie, like he's pretty good. So test him out, put him to the test. You know what I mean?
Oh, lit. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I ain't see y'all in
He
a
looks at
minute.
my cards. I'd be like, man, don't look at my card. He's like, oh, you got a 3 of hearts. That's the flirting card. Who flirted with you? I'm like, dang, man, get out there.
Oh, word?
It's gotta be.
When cosmologists get all up in your relationship business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that's another topic right there. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, sis. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you again.
Love you guys. Happy to see the baby.
Yes. We on parent duties 24/7.
Yeah. It's like when you hold him, he looks like you. When you hold him, he looks like you. I'm like confused. Like for real. I don't know which is which. Like he looks like both of you guys.
Aww.
Twin. There we go.
Beautiful.
Appreciate
Y'all have a good night.
You
Thanks
too,
for having
sis.
me.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, man. And anytime you want to link up. Oh, and thanks for the clients too.
Hey, I'm gonna keep sending them, bro, because I got a lot of people up there. I'm like, go Domo, y'all better travel, go. Yeah, bro, for real. Love you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
All right, peace, family.
All right. And I can cut.
Remember to like the video.
All right, family. So for the people that are still here with us, hold up. Let me fix my sound. All right, family. For the people that are still here with us, we did have a powerful build. Yes. Support. The donations. The Cash App is on the side. If you want to support family, we are here. You helping us support, the family. The family. And make sure you go to those websites. Make sure you support my sister, Mom and Wild Vegan. You know what I mean? She got the Valentine's Day special going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to get you a box. You know what I'm saying? Because you need a box. You know what I'm saying? For your loved one. It is that time. You know what I mean? So make sure you go support that. Link is in the website.
There's a few things that go.
Link is in the chat. Oh, he's sleeping. Yay. Oh, man.
Inside of that box, there's a handmade massage bar. There's the candy, the chocolate candy. There's a card. And there's hair and skin or beard oil. And more. Check it out. Oh, man. Okay. I said inside of the Valentine's Day box, you get a handmade massage bar. You get that chocolate candy. Organic, You get a card and a hair and skin or beard oil and more.
Sounds good. No, we're good. And that being said, family, we love y'all. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Peace, love,
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
4, 3, 2, 1.
The jack of all trades. Let's go! Let's go! We having fun, no stress tonight. You only live one time, so wasted, but I'm riding high. Hands in the sky, we ain't going home tonight. Tryna find a nice girl and get it on tonight. I'm having a good time, things going right. Too bad for the piece, I got no invite, cause
we having fun, no stress tonight. We showing love, no need to fight.
just live your life every day. Why? That's why we love. Anybody ask us what's the vibe? We say
we having fun, no stress tonight. You only live once.